In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 steps and strategies on how you can redecorate or remodel a backyard, especially if you are on a tight budget, by having a plan and by being organized right from the beginning. My name is Ruzanna Hernandez. I am an award-winning teacher and a school administrator. I live in Rancho Cucamonga with my husband and my 2 children, as well as my dog. And I am the creator of efficiencyandorganization.com. One of the focus pages is called Personal Life, which is where the strategies that I'm talking about in this video will be shared. This particular video is on planning and organizing in advance, specifically a backyard patio or balcony, or any outdoor living space, so that way it could be as beautiful and enjoyable as possible for all the season. In every one of my videos, I like to share a fun fact. I usually do one at the beginning and one at the end of each video. So the fun fact for the beginning of the video is that I love pencils. So let's get to the strategies. If you are like me, you're probably on a budget. And every year I try to do something a little different with our patio. There were some years when we did nothing at all. We weren't using the backyard much, the patio much. But over the last couple of years, we have been setting a budget and we have been doing a little bit more to spruce it up so that way we could use it, especially in springtime, summertime, and also in the fall. If you're looking at redecorating and redoing your space, maybe some of these strategies would work for you. Strategy number 1. Plan to do whatever you're going to do at least 1 month in advance. Between 1 to 2 months is probably a good time, and also set a budget. I get really good ideas for wanting to do things to our yard, but some of it involves money. And if I spend, then I'm going to put it on a credit card, then it's going to end up costing me money in interest. So to avoid doing that, I have a budget. I use a form that I've created for myself. It's just basically telling me how much I could afford to use that for the year on sprucing up the front yard, the backyard, and then I try to stay on that budget and not spend anything more. Some years my budget is higher than other years, but at least I have something that I could work with and I could plan in advance. Strategy or step number 2. When I'm going to have anything to do with plants and herbs, I ask people if they have things that they could share with me. It could be neighbors, it could be friends who you know who have a green thumb and they have a lot of plants at home. I've had friends just kind of put they cut the branch of something that I want, they put it in water, and then when it starts to get like the roots, then they give it to me and all I have to do is come plant it. So if you can do that, if you could get friends and family to share with you, if you're gonna plant things, it'd be so much better. Even seeds, if they have leftover seeds, they could just give them to you so that way you're not spending money. Step number 3, if you have a mess, like if you have a lot of stuff, it's kind of cluttered, rent a dumpster for a week and then get some help from friends and family. Go through and clean it up. You have no idea how much declutter gets us anxious and gets us stressed. We don't realize it until it's all gone. Then we feel like a big load has been lifted off our shoulders. And I'm talking to you from experience. Step 4. After you have gone through and cleaned up the yard, I would suggest taking all the weeds out, taking like the shrubs and those things that are like unnecessary and not really going with the flow of the yard. That way you could be ready to put some new ground cover. Ground cover is very inexpensive. You could buy them at nurseries. Usually they have them like where it's like 3x3 containers, and they spread so quickly throughout the year. If you get them in the springtime, we get a lot of rains in the spring, right? You can plant them and you'll, in like a matter of a few months, you see them all spreading and adding a lot of green, beautiful green to the yard. On efficiencyandorganization.com, under the personal life page, I have an infographic with 10 steps and strategies, but I never like to have these videos be too long. So I'm only going to share 5 with you in this one. The 5th one being to wash the patio furniture. If you wash really well, which is what I do every year, right around springtime, it just gives everything like a nice, new, clean, fresh look. It could even be the umbrellas that you have. It could be like any of the furniture pieces. Just wash really well, let it dry, so that way it spruces it up, gets all the cobwebs off, and it looks nice and new and clean. You might even have to paint some of it, but I personally don't, because mine is not made of wood. But if you do, it'll give, again, you're spending very little money and you are making it look new and fresh. So just to review, if you go on the website, you'll get all 10 strategies. While you're there, you could subscribe to the channel. Basically, every page that you visit on the website will have a button that says subscribe. I would love it if you could subscribe to this channel. That way, in case I have any other videos come up. In fact, I do every Saturday. Every Saturday at 6 o'clock, I release anywhere from 1 to 2 videos. If you hit the notification bell after subscribing, you will be notified when they come out. If you like the video, please click on the like button. Before I share the second fun fact for the video, I just also want to mention on the website, there's a products page, and on there you're going to see backyard or patio remodeling and redecorating form. And you write down the budget, and then you write down what kind of things, your top priority things you want to buy to get the backyard and the patio to look better, to look more refined and refreshed for this season. And the last fun fact for this video. Every Sunday night I watch 60 Minutes if they have a new episode. And right after that show, I watch John Oliver's show on HBO. If you also watch those shows, I'd love for you to comment because I like to connect with people that I have things in common with. And also comment if any of what I said resonated with you, if you've tried before, and also after reading the infographic on the website, if you have anything else you'd like to add, please do. I really appreciate you being with me today, and I will catch you in the next video.